Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's case involves a charge of distributing inappropriate material involving a minor, a serious allegation that demands attention. But as the proceedings unfolded, it became clear this case isn't just about the charges. The defendant, a 25-year-old woman, has faced a lifetime of challenges, from dropping out of school in the 8th grade to struggling with unemployment. On top of that, she's now violated a no-contact order tied to her case, bringing the judge's frustrations to the forefront. Let's watch as the courtroom navigates the weight of these charges and the complexities of accountability.
Court does call the case People versus, is it Greasy or Cheatham?
Good morning, Your Honor. Marie Tan, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney for the People.
And good morning, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Rita Young, P44626, appearing on behalf of defendant number 1, Gracia Cheatham, who I believe is present in the courtroom.
Judge, they're out in the hallway out here. Sure.
Was there no contact listed between the two of them? There's supposed to be a no contact between the two sisters, or both defendants.
Okay,
And why were they out there together?
they were pretty far apart, Judge.
If I were, well, sorry, I'm your mother.
They were,
They were well aware, both of them, at least one of them was, because I was at the arraignment. It was very clear there's to be no contact. She was specifically asked, and I believe it was the other Miss Cheatham that I can double check. She was asked if that was going to be a problem, and the answer was no.
Where's the other?
She was also, in all fairness, reminded, and as I'm sure they both were, that they need to be at all court dates, and then they weren't, so. Unless that was listed, and if it was, I apologize, but that is not my.
I don't have that it was lifted. Does counsel know anything about that, Miss Young?
I do not, Your Honor. This is my first time hearing about a no contact condition.
So you're saying you did not think there was a no contact on your case?
Right. This is my first time hearing about a no contact condition, Your Honor.
Who is the other defendant?
That's a Destinu. Hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And she's represented by Mr. Kilowall.
Right, we got that. I'm just looking. All right. So, Miss, your name, ma'am?
Gracia.
She does not have a contact with the other Miss Cheatham.
There's no contact in her file.
There is a no contact, but it doesn't apply to Miss Cheatham. However, Mr. Killowall's client does have a no contact with this defendant. So she's not in violation. Your client is.
Judge,
I'm sorry, I would ask that a no contact be added in the Miss Cheatham case as well. I'm not sure.
All right, Miss Young, you have anything to say to that? Your name.
I'm assuming, Your Honor, that sorry, did you want me to stop for a minute?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm assuming that the no contact is related to the allegations in the case. And so I would ask the court that if there's a no contact provision, that it simply pertain to not discussing the case between them.
You don't live at the same address, do you?
No.
Then I'm not clear why they would need to have contact at least while this is pending. So I will add no contact to Grisha's case, no contact with, is it Destine Cheatham?
Yes.
Very well, Your Honor.
You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
And when I say no contact, I mean no contact. That means that you're not to have phone calls, no social media, no contact of any type. You understand that?
Yes.
And also no contact through third parties. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. What were we doing in your case?
Your Honor, I am requesting an in-person preliminary examination hearing, please.
It's all discovery complete.
No, I believe I am missing some photographic and media discovery, so I'd ask the prosecutor to produce that for the exam date.
Well, I'll give you an exam date once we have all discoveries complete, because you haven't even been able to go through it with your client. So where is that information?
Your Honor, I have received all paper discovery, and Ms. Cheatham has received a copy of it, but referenced in the paper discovery is photographic and some media evidence. And I'm just requesting that that be provided in whatever date the court deems is appropriate for us to come back for the adjourned probable cause conference is fine with me.
May I, Your Honor?
Yes.
First of all, Ms. Young, did you send your appearance to our office?
Yes, and you sent me the paper discovery.
Can you please send directly to me a request being very specific about the type of discovery you're requesting?
Okay, if you be so kind to put your full name in the chat after the hearing, I'd appreciate it, and I will do that.
No problem, I'll do that right now.
So I'll adjourn probable cause conference out to January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. Hopefully we can get all that together.
Judge, I'm so sorry, but I start a jury trial in front of Judge Slay on the 6th that would probably run that entire week.
Go away. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, may I appear by Zoom on the 9th? I'm sure she'll let me.
No,
Okay.
she'll let you, because she's nicer than me.
Okay.
Well,
Your Honor.
I'll wait for an answer. I'm not gonna get one, am I? She is nicer than me. January 9th, yes, you may appear via Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor. And yes,
Even though we're right down the road. That's okay.
you both have the same level of niceness.
Oh, that's the best you can do? Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
January 9th, man.
Ms. Cheatham, we'll talk again soon.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And the other, where's the other chief?
You had both of them.
Oh, it's right
Oh,
there.
yeah, it's right there.
Court calls the case of Destine Cheatham.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mary Tana, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of
Morning, I'm Roger on behalf of Destiny Cheatham. Destiny, would you state your name for the record?
Destiny Cheatham.
Judge, since you're adjourning the other matter to the 9th, can we also adjourn ours?
I will, however, she's in violation of her bond.
Judge, here's the thing. I'm not sure the mom was aware of that and my client wasn't aware of that. Mom brought both girls here. I talked to the mom. She will take one of the girls home and call somebody else to pick up the other girl if necessary. But I'm not sure my client was aware that there was no contact order.
Well, first of all, thanks to mom for bringing them because they were not here last time and had to be picked up by fugitive team. So I do appreciate that. However, Ms. Cheatham was made aware. I was, as I stated, at the arraignment where she was specifically asked if there would be a problem with her not having contact with her sister by Magistrate Fink, if there was a reason that she needed to have contact with her sister. And the answer was no.
Judge, when I did see them out in the hallway, they were far apart. They were not discussing. It's just that.
Yeah, but they came, so that's part of the problem is, and I understand maybe what mom's doing, but part of the problem is she knows she's not supposed to have contact.
Well, she will have no further contact with her sister, and mom can get somebody to come and pick her up if the court would just give her one last chance.
Governor, if I may, the problem here isn't just this one situation. The problem is there have been very clear instructions by the magistrate and potentially the court on what to do, what's allowed and what is not. And the backup problem, the bigger problem is they also failed to appear after magistrate made it very clear that was not an option. Now, I'm quite frankly surprised they're not in custody, given the procedural history of this case, but here we are. I'm glad they're here. Hopefully we can get these cases moving. This involves distributing material that involves sexual acts committed by a minor. This is no joke. The court is somewhat because you had one of the other co-defendants.
Yeah.
And we had difficulties there as well. So I'm not sure why it's so difficult to show up and follow no contact provisions, but it seems to be a problem.
Judge, she's here today. She
Did
said
you
at the
post the
agreement.
bond?
Pardon me?
Yes.
Okay, that's why she's out. She posted the bond, but then violated the bond. What is that?
Judge, they were in a cell together when they were being arraigned. Again, Judge, I'm just asking if the court would please consider, she understands now. If she did make a mistake, it was unintentional. She's just asking.
Well, hold on a moment. You live in Ann Arbor or Ipsy?
Yes.
Pardon?
Yes.
Which one you live in, Ann Arbor or Ipsy?
Ann Arbor.
The other young lady lives in Ipsy, so why are they together? And the prohibition is on your client, Mr. Killalone.
Judge, I didn't know that at the arraignment. I wasn't at the arraignment, so I can't tell you why she didn't. All I'm at, she made a mistake. I'm asking the court. Pardon me?
My mom brought us together. I didn't.
Okay,
She had to
just,
pick us.
you're not gonna get anywhere. She made a mistake, Judge. She will not make it. She'll go home
It's not a
separately.
mistake. She knows what the bond conditions are. Mr. Allen. Who are you? Okay. What do you want to say?
I got them trying to get them out. They will come back to work. I was unaware about the no contact. She lived with.
Mom, I get you were, she wasn't.
Thought when she had got out on the person bond, they had said, yeah, but she wasn't aware at the time. She just got confused. No, they will not be with each other again.
Judge, there's no allegation that they were in a hallway talking about this. It was, and again, I don't mean to minimize what happened, but the mom picked the girls up. Again, it was a mistake on their part. They will have no contact. You can be assured of that. I just can't see putting this young lady in jail. She came to court today.
She violated, first of all, you can't see it. She didn't appear. So we had to issue a warrant. My understanding is they had to have a team go out, pick her up. She gets here, she gets her bond conditions, and then violates the bond conditions.
They were separated in the hallway, Judge. I can't explain why mom picked them up, but they were not together in the hallway. They were not conversing. They were not talking.
She should have let mom know she had that prohibition. I'm not blaming mom. Mom is doing what mom will do. I'm blaming her.
Judge, again, this is a very serious case.
It is, and that's one of the reasons why that condition is on there.
I understand.
And she violated it. Well, first, like I said, first of all, she doesn't appear. Then she violates it.
if defending this young lady would, and again, would be much easier, her being out of jail. I'm asking the court to give this young lady one last chance, Judge. And whatever's going to happen, please hold over the violation till we do the exam.
Now, I think at this time, I'll reconsider it, but right now she's going back. Mom can get the other daughter home. I will reconsider exactly whether I'll leave her in there at noon today.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I have a docket. I have a docket starting at noon, another block. I will reconsider it in that time. I'm not blaming you. I understand what you're saying. She knew she wasn't supposed to do that. And that's the problem I'm having. Okay? So I'm going to take all of that into consideration, take a close look at it, and then make a determination at noon as to whether or not I'm going to let her back out. Recall's case, people versus Cheatham.
Good afternoon, Rob Jekyll on behalf of the record.
Destiny Cheatham.
Good afternoon, I'm Rita.
All right.
Judge, I've had a chance to talk to this young lady. Her mom and dad are in courtroom. They still support their daughter. Mom did pay bondsman to get both her daughters out. The mom was unaware what happened, and we've been through that. This young lady is going to tell you she made a terrible mistake by being in the same car with her sister. Mom assures me, dad also, that that will not happen for any future court hearing. We're asking you to, I believe Miss Young on the other daughter's case adjourned it 1 week. We're just asking for a 1 week adjournment.
Did I kick the other Cheatham case 1 week?
If you can give me a moment, I believe it was January 9th.
Yeah, I don't think I kicked.
Oh, okay. January 9th.
Anything you want to say, young lady?
Yes. I wanted to say that I'm sorry. I did not come here knowing willingly that I was violating anything. My mom was unsure of everything. I was unsure that my sister was even in the car. If I would have known today, I would have had my mom give me bus fare or an Uber fare, and then we would have went separately. I'm sorry. We don't stay in the same area or anything. There's no problem without being around her or not talking to her or anything. So it would not happen again.
My understanding, she lives with mom. Destiny lives with her mom in Ann Arbor, and the daughter, her sister lives in Ypsilanti.
No, I get that. I'm just, young lady, I'll tell you what I'm worried about. While I was thinking about it, what I'm worried about is the fact that you guys were gone for quite a bit of time on your cases. You come back, you get arraigned. Magistrate gives you a certain set of instructions for you to follow, and then you don't follow them.
I wasn't aware that my sister was in the car once again. And as far as me not being able to.
What do you mean? So how big is this car?
No, I'm saying I was picked up last. She was already in the car, I guess. I'm not sure. I haven't spoke to her or seen my sister. Like I said, if I would have knew my sister was in the car, I would have had Uber fare or a bus fare to get here separately.
Are you talking today?
Yes, today.
So when you got into your mother's car, you didn't see your sister?
Yes. But I'm saying I didn't know that she were going to be in the car. If I knew beforehand. Yeah, beforehand. That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, what you're telling me doesn't make any sense. Or at least what Mr. Killerwald knew. Did you know you had that bond condition or not?
The bond condition? Yes, I would
have no contact with your sister.
Yes.
Okay. So then your mom arrives, right?
Yes.
You see that your sister's in the car, right? And you get in the car.
But I knew I had to be seen today. I don't have no job, no money, no car, or nothing. If I would have known that I was violating anything, I would have had a separate ride.
No, but you knew that you were. At the time that you get into the car, you know that you're violating. I mean, that's what I'm trying to understand. At one point, Mr. Kilowald is saying you don't know that bond condition, right?
Yes.
But now you're telling me you
And that's
do
because
know.
when I was arrested, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but when I was arrested, they had us in the same holding tank. I didn't know that it was even still a violation or anything like that.
Judge, the family can assure you it won't happen again. Please just give this young lady one more chance.
We still don't get it.
Judge, I think
At the time you get to the car, do you or do you not know that you're not supposed to have contact?
No, I didn't know because when I was arrested, they had us in the same holding tank, so I wasn't sure if the violation was still, if it was still anything violated or whatever.
no contact.
Yeah, no contact.
Anything from the people. Okay, look. You know, how old are you?
25.
Do you work?
No.
She's looking for employment.
So
Judge.
what do you do all day?
I couldn't get anything until I looked for jobs.
Not my question.
What can you tell me what anybody I do all day?
Sun comes up. What do you do every day?
I help my mom around the house. I have nieces and nephews that I help take care of. And then I look for jobs in my free time.
When's the last time you worked?
I worked last year for probably a little bit before January. I was doing home health care.
Yes, please. Young lady.
Yes.
You're 25.
Yes.
Did you drop out in 8th grade? What happened?
Oh, I was took out because I was being bullied, and my mom knew every day, and my mom ended up taking me out. And I just never finished. That's also another thing that I wanted to say. I don't really know a lot of things or stuff like that. Like,
Judge, may we approach very briefly one more time, one last time? Please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let me ask you this. Okay. Give me your honest answer. Did you want to be in school?
yes,
Have you tried to do anything in terms of like continuing your education or anything like that?
I wanted to, but I haven't. I've been more focused on a job.
You what?
I said I've been more focused on a job, but I wouldn't mind doing that.
So it's been like what, almost 10 years since you've been in school?
Yes.
All right. Young lady, what did you want to do with your life?
I want to be a nurse. That's what I'm doing. I want to be home healthcare. That's what I used to do before this warrant came involved, and I couldn't work there anymore.
So, did you try to get back into school, or
Yes.
what'd you do? What
It
happened?
was like, I'm not sure what program it was, but it was a program that they were supposed to send me out a computer, and I was supposed to go to, I think it was like Dorsey School. I was trying to go through there, but it never went through. My grandma ended up passing away in the between time, so it was just a lot going on, and I just lost track of it as far as this Dorsey School.
And then it just became easier not to do, right? Yeah. No, it's okay. I get it. So let me ask you this. If I made a condition of your bond that you had to get yourself in school, what would you do with that?
I would go and I would take it.
Would that be better than locking you up?
Yes.
Okay. You paid a surety bond, right? You did a bondsman, yeah. Young lady, I want you in school. I don't know how these charges are going to work out and everything along those lines, but here's what I know. You probably already had a rough life,
Yes.
and the longer you go without getting an education, it's just going to get rougher. Have you thought about getting your GED?
Yes.
What happened? Is that another thing you just didn't do?
Yeah. After my grandma died, I lost it completely. Like she was like the only person I had besides my parents. So it was just a mind thing.
When did your grandmother pass?
She passed away in, what was it? March.
Of this year?
Yes.
What would your grandma say if she knew that you weren't going to school?
Something that I can't say here, but she'll cuss me out.
I figured that. I didn't know your grandmother. I figured that might be the answer. Well, here's what we're going to do. You're going to get back in school.
Okay.
You're going to get something that's going to allow you to move in a certain direction.
Okay.
So you don't. Have you looked into the GED program at Washington Community College?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? You're going to.
Okay.
I want you to look into that program. Part of it's going to be Mom hadn't paid a bondman. I probably would refund the bond to you to get you into school because I believe it's that important.
Yes.
So outside of helping your mom, and now you're going to go to school, what else do you do during the day?
I help out with my nieces and nephews.
She was working. Now she had a job through a home health care company. And I saw this stuff came out.
All right. And with this pending, it's going to be hard for you to get a job anyway, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Judge, would you consider reducing the bond modification to a lesser amount, so maybe mom could get her money back and maybe help her daughter
She
get.
won't get the money back from the bonds.
Oh, okay.
If, that's what I was saying, that if
Okay, I
it
see
was
what you.
cash, if she had paid in cash, then I would reduce the bond, get back the cash to help pay for it, to offset her to pay for her education. But I can't do that the way this is at this point. We set her the other case for the 9th.
Yes.
So I'm going to adjourn the probable cause in this case to January 9th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Here's what I'm going to do, good lady. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to find that there's been a violation of your bond. Okay. And most time what I do is I lock people up, I send them away. But here's what I'm going to do. You're going to have your own ticket. You're to get over to community corrections. I want you on the GPS location tracking. I want to know where you are. Got that? So you're going to have a GPS. You're to go up to Washington Community College. You're to get enrolled in their GED program. All right. You understand me? Now what's going to happen is they're probably going to send you through some preliminary testing, depending on where you are. It depends on how that program is going to be set up for you.
Okay.
All right. Got that? Now, do you understand all your bond conditions?
Yes.
Judge, if the GPS is, I assume they're available, they'll be able to get her on today?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're ordering her to go to community corrections right now for GPS tether.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying if a tether's not available,
Why would we not have tethers?
with the way this case is going, I'm just trying to every contingency.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, if unicorns start flying around, we got a problem too, right?
Okay,
So I'm going to release you. You get over to community corrections, get yourself on a GPS tether.
Okay.
I'm signing that bond condition now, or I'm signing that order now for you to get that. I'm also indicating you to get yourself to Washington Community College, check into the GED program.
Okay.
Okay. I don't expect you, because they're probably not open, I don't expect you to go up today, but you sometime this week can get up there. And you can start today. You got a computer someplace, or then you can check online
Yes.
about how to get yourself into it.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yeah.
I apologize, so we're sure that there aren't any violations. I want to make sure there's no condition that she not use the internet. Because sometimes.
Oh, is there a condition that she
I
not?
just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah, it's a good point.
Given the nature of things, that's something we.
I don't have that one. Here in the, yeah, I don't have that one. You know an Antoinette Evans?
Yes, I know of her.
You know you're not supposed to contact with her. You understand that?
Yes.
Or Beverly McCoy or Sierra McCoy.
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah.
And also
Yes.
the other Miss Cheatham. You got that?
Yes.
Let her go. I'll let you go.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what. Don't thank me. I appreciate your thank you. But the way that you can really thank me,
In
to
school.
get over to school, get yourself in school. Just figure out young lady in life what you could really do.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
While the severity of the charges are undeniable, the judge's approach went beyond punishment. By addressing the struggles behind the defendant's choices, the focus shifted toward a potential path for change, raising important questions. Can justice and compassion work effectively together? And does this approach lead to meaningful change, or does it risk undermining accountability? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gripping courtroom moments. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.